What happens when one of boxing's strongest partnerships comes to an end? Floyd Mayweather and Gervonta "Tank" Davis were once a dominant force, mentor and protege, champion and promoter. But now, everything is different. As Tank prepares for his highly anticipated showdown with Lamont Roach, tensions with Floyd are at an all-time high. The friction between them is so intense, it's almost like another fight is unfolding outside the ring. From public disputes to fiery press conferences, and now this. Floyd Mayweather and Gervonta "Tank" Davis recently met behind closed doors, but things escalated fast. We're breaking down everything that happened in this heated confrontation, how it ties into Tank's ongoing tension with Calvin Ford, and why Floyd is outraged over Tank's shocking retirement announcement, adding even more drama. All of this is unfolding just as the Gervonta Davis versus Lamont Roach press conference erupts into complete chaos.
Yeah, that's fine.
Nah, chill. Gotta
Let's take a step back to earlier this week. Sources say Floyd Mayweather and Gervonta "Tank" Davis met in private to settle their differences, but it didn't go as planned. Floyd was already frustrated over two major issues: Tank's unexpected decision to retire after the Lamont Roach fight and his growing rift with Calvin Ford. Rather than finding common ground, the tension only escalated. During the meeting, Floyd reportedly called out Tank for burning bridges and disrespecting those who helped build his career. But Tank wasn't having it. Sources say he had been holding in months of frustration, and when Floyd started lecturing him, he finally snapped. The argument quickly turned into a shouting match. Floyd accused Tank of being ungrateful, while Tank shot back, claiming Floyd had been trying to control him for years. Then, things took a shocking turn. Floyd, out of frustration, allegedly shoved Tank, and Tank retaliated by throwing a punch. Security had to step in before it got worse, but by then, the damage was already done.
You crazy? Chill. I know the fuck these niggas playing with.
Now, let's talk about Calvin Ford because he plays a big role in this whole situation.
Calvin Ford, what does he mean to you when you hear that name? What does he mean when you first hear that?
A father. Father. And then he's one of the guys that held a lot of this, like, this whole family together. Him with Kenny. But for sure, like, them two, they held the whole camp together, for sure.
Wouldn't be here without him? Would you say that? Without Calvin?
Yeah, I probably wouldn't be here without him. Just off of the fact of when I was coming to the gym, I was getting that love that I ain't have at home type stuff. So it was always like, Calvin, saying I walked through the gym, Calvin, like, looking for him type stuff.
He told me he used to come to the gym and you'd be outside, sleep in front of the gym, in front of the door.
Yeah, I used to run from I go to school, and then from school, I go straight to the gym, don't tell me.
For those who don't know, Calvin Ford has been Tank's longtime coach and a father figure throughout his boxing journey. But when Ford agreed to help train Floyd for his upcoming exhibition fight, Tank saw it as a betrayal and cut ties with him.
I want to touch on is the Floyd situation. You know, Floyd is Floyd. That's like I say, Tank is Tank, man. But at the end of the day, you know, the man is chasing greatness. And you should be supporting that. I always tell you that. You should be supporting that, you know. It's a rocky road that we seeing what's going on. Just pay attention, man. The story is going to be built itself, you know. But again, that's how you burn bridges. Somebody said they say the true colors of a person is coming out, man, because they can't stand it. You know, calm is I don't like using that word calm, you know, but our Lord knows. He knows. He knows.
So, why would Calvin Ford, who's always supported Tank, suddenly make this decision? He hasn't spoken much about it, but sources say he sees this as a rare opportunity to elevate his own career.
Roger never got Trainer of the Year when Floyd was Fighter of the Year. Yeah. His dad never got Trainer of the Year. So, you know, I've been openly expressing that, and I think it's time that Calvin gets his just due.
Floyd's empire is massive, and working with Mayweather Promotions could give Ford access to more fighters, increased exposure, and opportunities for bigger fights than he ever imagined.
His lifestyle, he may be friends with the guy that fights that fights in the main event, but he can't live the same lifestyle that the main event fighter.
But it's not just about career growth. There are rumors that Ford might be feeling some strain with Tank, especially with all the recent chaos. Everything from legal issues to court appearances, and Tank's rocky personal life grabbing attention.
You got handcuffs?
Hey, the little one inside.
You don't gotta ask me, Mom.
Well, we need to make sure she's with somebody.
She's okay. She's with somebody.
Okay, listen, I get you that you're upset, but we can't just say...
Tank feels betrayed, insisting that Ford picked Floyd over him. To make things worse, Ford recently joined Mayweather Promotions, which Tank sees as the ultimate betrayal. On the other hand, Floyd believes Tank is overreacting, claiming his personal issues are ruining his career. During their heated confrontation, Floyd reportedly brought up the situation with Calvin Ford, calling Tank immature and saying his ego was getting in the way of business.
That's how he feels. If he's upset with me over me being good to him, over me helping him, he can be upset.
I mean,
I'm not mad at him though.
Right.
He's entitled to be upset.
Tank fired back, calling Floyd a hypocrite. He argued that it's actually Floyd who's been interfering in his career ever since he left Mayweather Promotions.
Set you off that he was like, I gotta do that.
A lot of people don't know that what Floyd do. He said.
So you feel like it was a sub, like he was subbing you, like, oh, like
he was going at me. He was going at me, and I knew for sure he was going at me. That's why I went at him. There's no reason for me to go at Floyd.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Cause I feel like y'all got, I wouldn't say love and hate, but it's been like the last interview you showed them love. This week it was whatever. But is that sometimes like, you know, is it just like big bro, little bro seeing things different, or what is it to you?
No, Floyd don't never. He felt as though I'm at that point where as though I passed him. And I'm doing it at a young age. Wait, like when Floyd was 29. You'll see, bro.
Yeah.
That deal that I'm talking about?
Yeah. Oh, that's a part of the
deal. He don't know about that yet. But that's bigger than his deal.
Damn. Wow.
And I'm just releasing it.
Exclusive. That's exclusive. Bigger than Floyd deal?
Yeah.
Tank, no cap, nigga. That's a lot of bread.
You'll see.
As if the fallout with Calvin Ford wasn't already causing enough drama, Tank's sudden retirement announcement shook the boxing world.
25 is at the next year. I'm out of it.
After our second fight. You're out of it?
Yeah.
Care to elaborate on that?
Out of the sport.
After our second fight. Nah, no, I'm gonna win, bro.
Nah, I could tell you my fights.
Just last week, Tank announced that 2025 will be the last year of his boxing career.
Are you retiring?
Are you losing the love?
What changed? What made this shit trash, garbage?
If you got the opportunity to sign a prospect for GTD, who will be?
I'm out of
Gervonta, something should have happened during this time, because when I saw you at the Frank Martin press conference, it looked like you were like, the talks about retirement was not even discussed at this moment. And now it's something you keep on repeating. Is it just because obviously what you've done through boxing since you were a kid and everything?
Fed up with the
Where's Calvin Ford? Is Calvin Ford or Leonard Edelby? Usually they're around to.
You think you might be gaining love for it though? You never know. Like like you said, you got to walk today.
No one was more upset than Floyd. Sources say he feels personally attacked by Tank's decision, seeing it as yet another challenge to his authority. During their heated confrontation, Floyd allegedly accused Tank of quitting and wasting his potential. Meanwhile, the upcoming fight with Lamont Roach is drawing major attention and stirring up all kinds of reactions.
The fact that Lamont Roach is as familiar with Tank Davis as he is, it goes beyond them fighting in the amateurs. They've spent time in camp together. He's been around Tank. He's seen Tank up close and personal, whether he's in the ring with them or not. That matters. When you know a guy's rhythm, when you know their speed, when you know what they're thinking, that changes everything, you know? Saying all this to say that because I know we got a lot of people, it don't matter. When he get hit, he going to sleep. Just wait for it. This might be a fight until he gets hit. And again, he's tasted that before. So if he gets hit and he doesn't go away, we got a fight on our hands, you know? I think it's a good fight. I think that there's better fights for Tank Davis. But
this fight has been hyped as one of the biggest events of the year. But instead of building excitement, the press conference erupted into total chaos.
They talking, but you know how it's gonna get. I'm a real machine. You know how it's gonna get. A real one. I'm the same nigga when they ain't around. People think that you catching around. Nigga before I'm 10 on mama get rid of him, mama leave him right there. Nigga before I'm 10 on mama get rid of him, mama leave him right there. These niggas all
It was supposed to be a typical pre-fight press conference to build hype for the Gervonta Davis versus Lamont Roach fight, set for March 1st, 2025.
Just overall being something that he's not been in the ring with. I'm the total package, and honestly, sometimes I think he doubts himself. But I'm a competitor, and I feel like I'm the best. So I'm a show up.
When he talks about you not bringing your family, what goes through your mind when you hear him say that?
The room was packed, fans buzzing, and cameras rolling. Just another day in the boxing world. And with Tank in the mix, you knew things were about to heat up.
I promise you, you better lead them home. You better lead the females home. On my mother, you better lead the females home and the kids. On my mother.
Yeah,
now watch this.
They gonna be
watch.
There. They gonna be
now
there.
watch. Now watch.
What's different from 10 minutes ago when you said that?
You know how when they told you said how like I posed for Lomachenko, right? Mm-hmm. And like how he said like he was retired and things like that. I feel as though like we've been in it so long that we are getting tired of it. Like we've been beating our body up so long, but it be like situations like just now, like when he talking that spark the plug again.
Yeah, that's what I want.
Takes for you? Is that all it takes? Just a little comment?
Nah, but that's what I want though. I don't want you to fight me like you saying you're going out.
It always go like this. It always go like this.
Nah, what I'm
always
saying,
get the
you just said you feel like you going out.
They go to sleep.
I don't want you to feel like you going out.
Lamont Roach didn't hold back either. Before long, the press conference turned into a full-on heated exchange.
Easy when he fought Frank Martin.
Frank Martin was inexperienced and nervous. You know, it is what it is. It's going to be a different fight when I'm in there. He's going to be a different fighter when he's fighting me.
Hey, what's your on the film plan?
Whoop his ass. I'm always looking for a knockout. No matter what, I'm always prepared for 12 rounds. But I'm always looking for a knockout, and if I get the chance, I'm going to try to knock his head off.
All the trash talk is setting the stage for an epic showdown this March. Both fighters are locked in and primed to go head-to-head.
Y'all talking. For real. So I better be quiet.
I don't give a fuck if y'all was quiet, if y'all was loud.
We got the hood over there. Like, twist it up. I don't give a fuck about none of that.
Y'all can do whatever y'all want. My mother, he can't stop nothing over here.
None of that.
Not at all.
I'm telling you, I'm gonna f him up.
Not at all. Never. Nothing's gonna get
under y'all face.
When do I look like getting up?
Okay.
That shit ain't never gonna stop nothing over here.
And he gonna pay for it. I guarantee he pay for it. I can't. I guarantee it.
Calm down. Calm down, brother.
Come to the fight. Come to the fight.
They probably gonna get you fucked up. Look, fool. Hey, fool. This me and you, fool. This me and you, fool.
Tank.
This me and you, fool. Don't worry about them. They might get you. They gonna trick you off your spot. They gonna trick you off your spot, fool. Don't worry about them.
Come on, stop. Y'all know what's going on. Y'all know how I'm coming. Y'all know how I'm coming. So stop it. Y'all gonna make it hard for him. That's what y'all gonna do. Y'all gonna make it hard for him.
Lamont Roach isn't thrilled about Tank's retirement talk. To him, it feels like a slap in the face. Tank's bold statement makes it seem like he doesn't view Roach as a serious threat.
Is that he's going to retire at the end of next year? Do you think he has one foot out the door?
Yeah, for sure. I think that was a mistake for him to say that, especially in front of me. So, I'm gonna just take advantage of him and show him why he shouldn't have said that or why he shouldn't be contemplating that.
Roach is stepping into the ring with one goal: to ruin Tank's retirement plans and leave his own mark on the legacy. But Tank's confidence speaks volumes. He's already treating this fight like a walk in the park.
My whole family's from DC. My whole family, like my entire family.
Don't bring them. Don't bring them.
For what?
Don't bring them. I'm telling you.
They gonna celebrate with me. Yeah,
don't bring them.
It's gonna be a party on your floor.
I'm gonna let y'all know something. His father was up here shaking on the what's the name? He was shaking on the
Pops.
On my kids, he was shaking on this thing. On my kids, he was shaking.
Don't say, bro.
That's cap. What I about to say?
How you gonna say it's cap? And
it gotta be.
You gonna say it's cap? I'm watching them.
Gotta be.
Hey, somebody lying.
Good.
Hey.
Yeah, somebody lying. Somebody lying.
Hey.
Okay, Tank.
But let's be honest for a moment. If this really is Tank's last year, he should be facing someone like Shakur Stevenson, not Lamont Roach. There are definitely bigger, more exciting fights out there for Tank.
But, when you're looking at Shakur Stevenson, when you're looking at, these other fights that he should really be fighting, he don't want to do them fights. He wants to retire.
Yeah.
So don't come and, but don't come and come at me.
Yeah.
And go, oh yeah, let's give it all, very big bollocks and go, oh yeah, let's give him some stick and then make out like we want the fight. And then we send an offer over and then you fight for 15 million and yet you fight Lamont Roach. Don't do all that. Do you know what I mean?
It was a real offer. That was true then.
It was a real offer. We offered, I said, listen, you keep talking shit. My promoter's going to get back to you in 48 hours. 50 minutes. Initial offer sent over. But was it Unquell didn't let him out to play? His boss didn't let him out. That's it. So he wants to talk about, 50 million. First offer.
There was room to negotiate.
Of course there was. But he's an idiot. I don't even know if he knows what.
Yep, it looks like the Shakur fight is no longer on the table.
And then you hope Tank, I know he's announced that he's retiring at the end of 2025. I don't know if you believe that or not, but.
I don't know. I thought he was very sincere. Sometimes the hunger.
Fed up with,
maybe, but boxing can do that to you, I think, in general. So I think that maybe he wants to do something different with his life. We can only look after our own, and that's Shakur Stevenson. And for me, Schofield, Zepeda, Tank. That's the plan for 2025. And if we were to do that, I think Shakur against Tank is one of the best fights in boxing.
So, what's really behind all of this? At the heart of it, this feud isn't just about boxing. It's about control, respect, and legacy. Tank feels like Floyd has been trying to control his career for years, while Floyd sees Tank as someone wasting his potential.
Bob Arum, it's good for them to do it and become their own boss. And then if another guy does it, it's not good for the sport. He's disloyal. And what's wrong with Tank saying he want to be his own boss? And honestly, I've been there. The relationship between them two is very toxic. It's a toxic relationship. It's up and down and up and down. And I'm not going to elaborate to everything that I know, but it's a very toxic relationship. And that's why when I tweet stuff, I don't tweet often, but when I tweet, I may fire off 50 tweets in the day. And that's why when I tweeted certain things about the relationship, Tank retweeted it because he knows. Like, I'm not just going to say what it is. It's a very toxic relationship. It's back and forth, and I think it will serve him best to go and be.
The drama with Calvin Ford only made things worse, with both sides feeling betrayed. Then, Tank's sudden retirement plans threw everyone off, leaving even Floyd wondering what's coming next.
While he mentioned being retired, he also seems like he's got a plan before retirement, which I appreciate. Listen, man, life is about planning. Yeah. And if anything, consider that a part of his plan. He knows what he wants to do, and he knows what he's trying to do before he gets out of here. You know, at the same time, like Terrence, for instance, I don't talk to Terrence about retirement. He'll ask me sometimes like how you feel, how is that kind of stuff. I try not to be overly excited about it. I'm excited as heck to be retired. But when it comes to Terrence, it's my boy. What I can is put bugs in his ear, in his head about wanting to be retired, because I know once the closer you get to wanting to be there, the closer you are to there and further away from actual competition, you know? So, Tank, you know, while he mentioned being retired, he also seems like he's got a plan before retirement, which I appreciate.
As for the upcoming fight with Lamont Roach, it's clear that Tank has a lot to prove, not just to his fans, but to himself. With all the drama swirling around him, the real question is, can Tank stay focused long enough to secure the win?
Bad dude. See, what I like about Tank is Tank brings something different. You know, back in the days, everybody had something. Muhammad Ali was a mover boxer, George was a puncher, Ernest Shavers was a puncher. Everybody had something they brought to the table. Larry Holmes had a jab. Mike Weaver had overhand right. You know what I'm saying? Everybody has something. That division now is full, and Tank having to be the knockout guy of the division. He the one with the main knockout power. Garcia has it too, but Tank got that real knockout power that, like, if Tank hit one of them clean, usually they gonna have a problem. So it's like, I like Tank. Every now and then, I think when he knows he can beat somebody, he probably don't lock in as hard, but I think when they bring challenges, he locks in.
Yeah, he fights to the level of his competition. He was doing that a lot.
And he got to be careful of that.
2 fights ago, he was really doing that.
You feel me? So you got to be careful of that, because if you come in and think somebody is not at your level and you underestimate them, it can get you beat. So that's the only thing I think you got to be careful of. Other than that,
if Tank wins against Lamont Roach, it could cement his legacy and provide the perfect ending to his career, if he really intends to retire. But if he loses, that's a whole different story.
May or may not fight guys like Shakur or Devin. What would his legacy be then in your eyes?
I think his legacy will be in his time, which he need to be respected for, that Tank did what most of the greats did in their time. One ballot, as far as I'm concerned, Hall of Famer. So based on that, in his time, as far as his era, where it was loaded with fighters or fights and fighters that, you know, could have fought each other and they didn't. Every era has that same situation. I don't think that ever gonna go away or ever would be something dismissed from eras of conversation. But I think Tank Davis, you know, understand his path and gonna go by what he feels. Hey, he's young still, might change his mind, who knows? Something might happen in the next 1 or 2 fights where there's an automatic repeat or rewind of something spectacular.
Now, Floyd has already hinted at the possibility of returning to the ring. Some fans are even speculating that Floyd might use Tank's retirement moment to grab the spotlight for himself. That's it for today's video. If you enjoyed it, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon so you never miss our future videos. Drop your thoughts in the comments and stay tuned. We'll catch you in the next one.